Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, whatever one happens to be for you. So the game ended 0-0, and the only reason I think that we did get a point was pretty much because of Vicario, who absolutely saved us with some of his saves. He was absolutely outstanding. When it comes to the attack, I thought Wilson Odberg did some really good things. I thought he made some space for himself, did some good passing. I think that maybe sometimes his decision making isn't too great. We had Mawani when he come on. I thought his cameo was pretty good. He looked like he was pretty sharp, and I think that he did quite well. We had Brennan Johnson come on and had that chance that got blocked. I think he probably could have done slightly better with it, but barring that, we didn't really do much. When we were attacking, we looked really worried, so we didn't get all of our players in the box. We kind of, we didn't flood the box like they did, get into good positions. When they attacked, they looked really, really dangerous. Agalouche and Fatty, they looked very, very dangerous. So it was quite worrying, and when they did make changes as well, they still looked really dangerous. There was plenty of chances for them, and as I say, it was only thanks to Vicario that they didn't actually score. So yes, it was quite disappointing that we didn't really lay a glove on them. They've been known to concede goals. They've not kept a clean sheet. So I think that says it all, that we managed to get them to have a clean sheet and obviously not score. They were really unlucky, as I say, not to have scored. So I think they will feel the most disappointed out of this with a point. They probably definitely deserved to actually get more out of the game and get the 3 points. But yes, the attack was quite poor. I'm not going to lie. We saw Bergvall, I think that he lost the ball a lot. I'm not going to lie, that was a bit of an annoyance. Archie, I thought, did well in that, considering that he was playing in a position that isn't his favoured position. I actually thought that he did really well. His positioning was good, defensively and going forward. He did make a few runs, but nobody actually saw that run or used him when he was making those runs, which is a bit of a shame. But yeah, I think that overall Archie was pretty good. Van de Ven and Danso defensively, I thought were very good as well. Again, strong and hard to get past. I don't know what's going on with Porro, but Porro today was absolutely awful. Every single thing that he did was just off. When he was trying to get the ball into the box, it was just not getting, not where he wanted it. He was just really poor, really, really poor. Every time he was trying to put a ball into the box, it just missed completely where he wanted it, or it just didn't go to anybody, or he was just, I don't know what was going on with him. And his free kick was really poor. It was very unlike Porro, but that was a particularly poor game from Porro, I'm not going to lie. And midfield-wise, I think we did all right. I think that they probably did slightly better when it comes to the midfield, but it was okay. I think that Bergvall, like I say, was the one that was a bit of the problem because he was losing the ball a lot. And the subs came on. Xavi was okay, I guess, when he come on. Didn't do quite enough for me, but he is still getting used to it. He's still quite young, so I think that we do have to give him an opportunity to sort of get used to being at Tottenham, the league, and the other players as well, getting used to being with this set of players and building up relationships with them. Like I say, overall it was a bit meh, but we got the point, and we currently sit in the playoff places where we'd have to obviously play a extra game or two, I think it is. We've got another game before, I think, the PSG game. So it will be important for us to keep picking up, to pick up another point at least, or 3, because the next one is a home game. So, but we don't do particularly well at home, so I'm not really sure about that one. We'll have to wait and see. But if we get through on to the playoffs, I guess that wouldn't be that bad, considering that this is Frank's first season and he's been thrown in quite at the deep end by having to play Champions League. So, yeah, it was another kind of disappointing game, but we got the point. So, at the end of the day, that's what matters, even if it wasn't particularly a deserved point. So that's my opinion. Let me know your opinions. This is just my after the game thoughts, so it's very fresh in my mind, and I might have missed something. Of course, when you watch games, sometimes you watch them again that you see something different you didn't notice before, or someone might have noticed something that I didn't. But yeah, again, the front 3 weren't particularly great, and even from set pieces, we didn't really manage to do anything with those either, although Kudos did put in some fantastic balls for corners, but it just didn't happen for us tonight. So yeah, that is what it is, and yeah, we can't do anything about that until maybe we get some of our players back, say Akulu, and I know people are going to say it, but Solanke as well gives us more options. But saying that, I actually thought that Richie worked hard. I know people don't like that, but he was unlucky when he won the ball back and passed it to Odebear, and Odebear tried to give it back to him to score, but he didn't manage to, and it got blocked, I believe. So yeah, I think that Richie wasn't the worst of the worst. He didn't hold up the ball very well as per, but he did work hard. But we need more than somebody just working hard as our striker. We need a striker to be there and score the goals. So yeah, we definitely need to have improvement on that, in that front part of the pitch, and maybe having a Solanke might help. We've got Mwani, hopefully he'll come good and we'll see more of him as he gets fitter. So yeah, we'll have to see what happens when we do get some of these players back, because we have got some injuries. So like I say, that is just my opinion. Let me know yours. Take very, very good care of yourselves, and we'll speak again real soon.